Chicos, hi guys, and welcome to Arboleas on this Sunday afternoon in October. Not too sunny a day, but a very comfortable 21 degrees, and we're just going to have a little drive around and have a look at, following on in the sequence of our drive around individual communities, residential communities that make up Arboleas. So we're going to have a go and have a look today around the community of La Perla, a very, very popular community because it's within walking distance, very easy on level through citrus groves, if you like, into the town centre. Depending on what part of La Perla you're located in, you could be anything from 12 to 25 minutes walk, but as I said earlier, it's just all on the level. It's one of the highest selling communities in Arboleas precisely because of that. You've got wonderful countryside surrounding you, and it's a very easy walk over into the centre of Arboleas town. So we'll go and have a look at that now, and I'm going to start in the town and drive through to it just to show you how close we are. Clean the windscreen today, especially for this, because one of my last ones I put up someone happened to mention the windscreen was very grubby, so I've cleaned it specially for you. I've had to come out on a Sunday and apologise again for the delay in getting these kind of videos put up, but it's gone absolutely crackers since the travelling restrictions have been lifted. So we've literally day to day, back to back viewing trips. So as you can see, one of the things I kind of like about Arboleas is Sunday is a very, very sleepy day. Virtually all the bars are closed, certainly all the shops. The exception, the Azabachi, the Trinidad and Cortico Andaluz, they always normally have great Sunday lunches, the place to be in Carrascos, but in the main town itself, none of the bars are actually open on a Sunday. And I quite like that, because we get to have a day of rest, unless you're like me, you're now driving around the various communities. I'm popping over now the old bridge. Don't worry that the town's shut on a Sunday. I think it gives us all an opportunity to recharge the batteries, and if you want activity and you want some life, head down to the beach 20-25 minutes away. Any of the beach resorts, they'll be buzzing even at this time of year, or go into one of the big cities, Almeria, Murcia, they're only an hour's drive, and loads of life going on there. Loads of bars and restaurants will be open, and they'll be teeming with people even at this time of year. So you saw we've left the Arboleas town there, not even 1 minute. This is part of my daily walking route, but I'm doing it in the car today, so a nice luxury. Now, a bit of confusion about La Perla, because there's a number of smaller residential hamlets just before coming into La Perla, and also on the other side, La Judea, which we're going to pass through first. Apiadero. Hey guys, look at this for a Sunday afternoon's entertainment. Hey? Me and my little tootling on hybrid, getting very jealous of watching these guys all heading down to the Rambla for a bit of quad fun. They are a bit noisy though, I have to say. So yeah, as I was saying, La Judea we're coming into first, only around 20 villas, 22 villas. Apiadero is the next independent hamlets in their own right. So this is the start of La Judea. Say only 21, 22 villas here, and nothing currently on sale here. There's only one little street off to the left, and that's a cul-de-sac, a no-through road, and that really makes up the whole of La Judea. Slow down a bit there over the speed bump. As you can see, we've just driven through some wonderful citrus groves. I mean, they're not in blossom or fruit at the moment, but that'll come shortly. And this little turn off here to my left hand side marks the start now of Apiadero. It's almost like a little horseshoe, again around 30 maybe villas, something like that. A couple of old corticos. We've just listed a new cortico there. Casa Naranca, Cortico Naranca. And here's the old railway line running to my right, and the old railway station, long since closed, and this really marks the start of La Perla proper. So why is the community called La Perla? Well, it stands for the Pearl, and if you like, there's 3 roads that literally run from this point on this side to the other side of La Perla. The 2 outer roads, if you like, I'm going to take the centre road to begin with, form a curve, and from above they form, if you like, the shape of a pearl. Now it runs about probably 2 kilometres from one end to the other, and as I say, if you're this end of La Perla, you're now very close to the main town, so it's a very easy walk, and you can see here how level it all is. I'm following the line of the old railway, and I'm going to take the central road, the one off here to my left, and then behind these rows of streets over here there's another one that curves around to the right, and they all come together at the following end. lots and lots of improvements and roadworks go. We just had fibre optic installed in this area. It's virtually all now on mains drainage, and they're now all putting in these kind of pressed concrete pavements and additional street lighting. Does seem to have been going on for a bit, and some of the roads now are not in very good condition because of this. So everything running along to my left here is actually facing the Rambla, and a beautiful bit of countryside and open hills there, so they tend to have wonderful views. So I'm now just running right down the centre of La Perla, and you can see, you know, these are not kind of very hilly roads or bumpy or anything like that, so it's just a lovely walking area. We've got quite a few nice villas for sale in La Perla, but we're always on the lookout for others, you know, Villa Gales, Esperanza, recently sold here, Spectacular, Campanula. Got a couple of nice new ones in the pipeline, but demand is proving to be slightly higher than the availability of wonderful villas that are coming on the market. So this is still following the line of the old railway, if you like, coming out here, which makes for fantastic walking. There's actually little paths and stuff where you can cut up to places like the Hostel Messon, Cortico Andalus. So we're now, if you like, coming virtually to the end of La Perla into another small hamlet, and this is known as El Prado. So these villas over here on my right hand side are now under El Prado, which is again commonly lumped with La Perla, and you can see it's quite a nice situation because here these are all Spanish owned properties just on my right. These often the Spanish amongst us in our villa communities, I suppose, and it's quite a rare thing that. So I'm just taking a little diversion now round to the right there, you can see, and I'm going to join one of the two outer roads of La Perla now, going back through La Perla itself. So heading back now towards the main town. This is really just to give you a kind of example of, you know, what the road conditions are like and stuff like that, and can we say we're absolutely overwhelmed with the thanks we're getting and how you guys are finding these so useful. So again, thanks ever so much for the encouragement and the support. We really do appreciate it, and makes it worth kind of taking time out of our valuable leisure time to put these things together. Coming in now to one of the most popular parts of La Perla, I suppose a kind of crisscross of different streets, all with, you know, good services, good utilities. They've got pavements, they've got street lights. So I'm just going to drive down a couple of these just to show you the kind of quality and see the properties that are available. This is Calle Balthazar Gracian, just one of them, and you'll see in a minute it kind of works almost like a little grid system, but just looking at the condition here, you can see very, very established, nicely planted, very good quality of homes in this location. Now, as you can see, this crisscross of little streets, if you like, that runs down the centre of La Perla, they're kind of facing each other rather than looking down at the Rambla. So maybe the views aren't as good as the Rambla front properties or the ones that are Rambla facing, but nonetheless, absolutely fantastic properties and very popular when they do come on the market. This is a whole road. Every single villa in this is a very high quality Lakes Vega. Build, if you like. Now, something that's quite interesting in La Perla that you don't see till you come and drive around and have a look for yourself or via this video, but on this side, if you like, you've got 3 streets that are quite elevated. So I'm now kind of coming from the bottom there on the level and riding up to the top. They're all no-through streets, no-through roads. I'm just going to pause this for a second while I turn the car around and go back down that same street. And you'll see why I turn the car around. So the houses that are built on these 3 streets, there's very few available on the market, and again, similar to La Judía, if they're on with a good agent, when they do come on, they tend to turn around fairly quickly. But you can see they're kind of going up in steps, so not only do they have high levels of privacy, but they all enjoy Absolutely beautiful views from the gardens and the pool areas. Apologies, you can see total gridlock in terms of the the traffic out on a Sunday. Everyone enjoying their swimming pools, and you know the summer's certainly drawing to a close. It's still glorious sunshine, as I say, 21, 22 degrees. Actually, the grey skies are gone and the sun's back, but can't see anyone driving the car or even walking around, but not to worry. So I'm going to do a kind of little jig here, because this is not really part of the official road, crossing the old railway line just as a shortcut, save driving all the way back round again. But when they've got all this finished, it's going to look very, very pretty, I should imagine. So cut through that little hidden gap there, and let's go and take a look at the kind of last major road in the Perla, which is, as you can see, we're back at the old railway station again. Click around to the right here. Now this is the road that's been undergoing the most, I suppose, renovation and roadworks, and a lot of the residents here are very unhappy because, you know, there's some quite big potholes and very uneven surfaces, but I suppose it's kind of progress. They've put in a lot of the moulded pavements, as you can see. Some tiny little cul-de-sacs of villas here. Hi Russ and Sandra. But virtually everything over there to my left in this part of La Perla is overlooking the Rambla, and as you can see, they'll just have high levels of privacy, very important, but more to that, absolutely spectacular views from their garden areas. Look at the condition of this, it's not very good at all, but I'm sure it'll be remedied soon. Just going past the gate there, this is our Villa Esperanza. So you can see very close proximity to the town, and because the garden's slightly elevated, fantastic views. You can see our fantastic wheelie bins all dotted around on the sides of the road. We don't actually have wheelie bins in our gardens here. I don't know if a lot of you know that, but they're actually communal bins. You pay in addition to your rates each year a thing called Bazora, and then that allows you to take your rubbish, pick it up and dump it in any of the bins. It doesn't have to be the one nearest to your property. There's different ones as well for general garbage and bottles and stuff like that, but very good system. We don't have to go through the huge recycling nightmare that you guys do in the UK. Now if I continue along that road there, it goes through a kind of little cluster of old Spanish homes. Some of them have been bought by expats and reformed, others are still lived in by the Spanish, and then ends up down on the main Rambla, where you can take a kind of nice easy amble back through wonderful countryside into the main town. So I'm going to pop up here, Calle Sherazada, and now head on back to town. So I hope you've enjoyed our little jaunt around most of La Perla and got a kind of fairly good idea of what the area looks like, what the community feels like, and you probably can see why it's so popular with its close proximity to the town, surrounded by wonderful countryside, and just in, you know, general good shape, nice and tidy, surrounded by nice citrus groves and stuff. Very much hope you've enjoyed that. And before I finish off, just a little bit of excitement. We've just devised another little theme of videos that we're going to start filming soon, so keep an eye out for those, because I think you'll find them very, very useful. If you've enjoyed this, and of course please do subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to us. We're flying up now in terms of the level of subscriptions, and of course if you're over in the area just to have a look, or just coming to perhaps purchase a property or stuff, do pop in and see us at Calida Homes. We'd love to see you, myself, Wend, Hannah, Sue, the team at Calida. Yeah, please just pop in and say hi and let us know that you enjoy the videos. I think that's the first or second car I've seen in the whole driving. But hey, look, the blue sky's back, not bad at all for an October day. This has got to go down as, by the way, as one of the most pointless roundabouts in the whole of Arboleas. I'm not quite sure what that was about, but we often get kind of apprentices in building, I suppose, that are allowed to come and practice around here, around the old railway station. So maybe that was one of their projects, because it's a fairly pointless roundabout. But there we are, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Look forward to seeing you again soon, and I'm now off to enjoy the rest of a Sunday afternoon before the chaos resumes tomorrow morning. 3 viewing appointments tomorrow. Happy Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.